What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life on this beautiful Wednesday. Ryan, you were telling me before the show here, I'm not a huge fan of like sparkling water.
Yeah.
I like things that make me larger, you know, for instance, pop and things like that. But sparkling water, to me, has always been like, A, I don't want my water to be bubbly.
Sure.
But B, I also don't really get the flavor that they usually say that they are giving me. So you would think you've got a solution, though, when it comes to my sparkling water.
They don't call me the Rachel Hackbarth of sparkling water for nothing. Yeah, I got from Costco, got a Waterloo guava berry sparkling water. Okay. I would say fantastic, by the way.
Okay.
So if you ever find yourself at Costco, the Waterloos, definitely a play there.
Well, I got to try that out. I think you're going to bring me that one tomorrow, perhaps?
I'll bring you one tomorrow.
Okay, I want to try that. I'm
try
very,
it out.
very intrigued. Is there calories in that?
No, 0.
I like Diet Pop, so that would I probably would like that too.
It's pretty tasty.
There we go. Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll have to give it a shot.
You know what else is tasty?
What's that?
Halloween candy. We want to wish you all a very happy first day of October. Can't believe we made it. You know, October filled with beautiful fall days, beautiful costumes as we celebrate Halloween later this month too, Hunter.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Halloween, and for the first time in a long time, the Northlands Band does not have a gig on Halloween night. So
wow.
I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we're going to have some kind of plan with costumes. And
what
things
day
like that.
is Halloween?
It's on a Friday.
It is on a Friday.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
It's crazy. And then November 1st on a Saturday. So we'll be doing something crazy out there. Probably catching another live band or something.
Yeah.
But do you have any plans for Halloween yet?
I do now, apparently. If it's on a Friday, usually it's on a Wednesday, and I get an excuse not to go to a party. So I don't have any excuse anymore.
You got to go to something anyway. And dress up. And make Mary dress up, too.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a party at my place.
There we go.
It'll just be us watching Gilmore Girls. Yeah. That'll be our...
Great show, by the way.
Handing out candy.
Yes.
Maybe if kids stop by. Well, hey, Hunter, for the longest time, in our break room, I got to tell you folks, there's been this beautiful Dairy Queen ice cream sundae, caramel sundae, that's just been sitting in our freezer, I think probably for a number of months now. And I need to know, it just obviously looks so good. You can't really tell, you know, along with the frozen meals in there, but in person, that ice cream looks fantastic. So I was going to ask you, do you think it'd be A, safe to eat it, and be okay for me to take it from someone? Because, like I said, it's been there probably a number of months now.
Sure. The fact that it's been there for a few months anyway tells me that I think it is okay to take it from another human being. I don't know if maybe like some kind of office party happened and they bought a bunch of those and they put them in the freezer, so maybe they're up for grabs.
Gotcha.
So maybe do some asking around or something quick. But like I don't see why you can't just take it.
Or C, should I just spend the $5 to walk across the street to Dairy Queen to get the free one, or to get a fresh one?
It's about 50 steps away from our work, so it's tough not to say just go do that. But I do think it'd be safe too, because I mean the freezer, you can put meat in the freezer for years.
Yeah,
and it's totally fine. Why not ice cream?
Why not ice cream? I don't know how the caramel does in the freezer. I'm sure it'd be fine.
You might have to, like Shania said before the show, I bet it would be freezer burned a little bit.
Yeah.
So it might taste a little off, but I'm sure it would be fantastic.
Well, maybe we'll keep an eye on it. It's currently October 1st, obviously. I don't even know why I looked at my phone. But we'll give you an update maybe in December, January, see if it's still in there.
And then would you eat it?
Oh, no. Maybe.
Then we'll probably have to clean out.
If there's money on the line, maybe I'd do it for charity.
Okay, there we go. That's not a bad plan. Well, we're going to check back on that coming up in a few months or whatever. I don't know if I'll be going back to South Dakota anytime soon. Hopefully with this brand new rear differential, I can make it there actually. But we're happy to share this video from the great state, of course. Tens of thousands of people from all around the globe gathered at Custer State Park to watch hundreds of bison being herd at the annual Buffalo Roundup. Not only is the Roundup a spectacular sight to see, it's also a critical management tool in maintaining a strong and healthy herd. That is so cool, the amount of people that are taking part in this. Custer was a beautiful state park, and I told Kayla while we were going there, I'm like, if we don't see a buffalo, I'm going to scream. We better see some kind of bison out there. And we saw a bunch, and that was the first place we saw them, was Custer State Park.
Did you have any right next to your car? Because they're about as big as your car.
It's insane how big they are. And they just come right up, and we're like, okay, we're going to roll up the windows now because I don't know what this bison's going to do to my truck. But it might have unscrewed the cap of the rear differential maybe. But it was very cool to see up close in person.
Also so cool to see folks like grabbing their lawn chairs and saying like, oh, what are you up to this weekend? Well, I'm going to go see the Buffalo Roundup there at Custer State Park.
The North Dakota bison? Or no, the actual animals. The animals, the bison. Yeah, not the team.
I'm going to be tailgating out there at the state park.
Yes.
How about this site? A 75-year-old man proving that age is just a number when it comes to education. Robbie Bush, returning to college at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, making quite an impression among his younger classmates there. Bush originally began his academic journey way back in 1968, hoping to learn more about music technology today, and his presence in class also being well received by his younger peers.
I don't know, man. You get one life. That's cool that he is able to go back, and you should just make the most of whatever your life is. And if you want to learn more about that kind of stuff, go right ahead and do so. It doesn't matter what your age is.
I think I'm always interested in obviously learning more, but in a classroom setting, I think there's a barrier for me because like high school and college, man, those are some tough times.
I often say I'm never going to go back to college, but who knows what's going to happen in the future? Maybe I do want to learn more about something or try a different career or whatever. You know, I don't know. But it's daunting to think about now.
Yeah. You got
what we went through.
45 plus years, then you can go back, just like Robbie.
75. Let's do it. Yep.
Well, cool. Well, hey, a new research center survey finds a fifth of U.S. adults now get their news on a regular basis, not from Northern News Now, but from TikTok. That is up from only 3% in 2020. So for young adults under 30 years of age, 43% of them turn to TikTok for their news, and that's more than 4 times the number of people from 5 years ago. Pew Research finds over the past 5 years, TikTok has seen the biggest boost in news consumption over all other social media platforms.
Sounds like Northern News Now needs to make a TikTok. I don't see. Maybe we do have one already. I don't know if we do.
I don't think we do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we got to make one. But it's definitely something that all news stations are navigating. Is everything changing in this world from social media, especially TikTok? And so finding ways to navigate that and getting access to the younger folks, it's a tough thing.
We're having to have Hunter learn some TikTok dances while we're at it.
Do that. Yeah.
Coming up. Does it work? Plus, a reunion that's straight out of a Pixar movie. Welcome back, everybody. When it comes to grilling, most people love the idea of enjoying that food, which is delicious. However, a lot of people aren't fond of the cleanup that follows it.
That's true. So this week, Rachel Hackbarth is trying out the Grill Art, a brush designed for easy cleaning.
It's pretty easy to see Gary Mangus loves using his grill. The cleanup process, not so much. For $24.99, the Grill Art is supposed to easily and safely clean with its unique design without leaving behind any potentially dangerous bristles.
I've seen some like that, but not this particular one.
I don't really know anything about grills, but you were saying that you use aluminum to clean yours?
Yeah, just a ball of aluminum. I haven't used a scraper with the brushes or bristles on it in years.
This is how the grill looks before testing.
Well, it's dirty from the last time we used it, so let's give it a shot.
The Grill Art's coils are scrubbing some of the harder areas to reach.
This is better than a ball of aluminum foil. Absolutely. No, this is, well, you can see all the side stuff. My little ball of aluminum foil won't go as deep as this is going.
As for the claim that the Grill Art is safe to use,
that doesn't look like, you know, the bristles will come off into your food or whatever. And it did a good job for being cold. If it would have been hot, it would have cleaned even better.
This is how the grill looks just a couple of minutes after cleaning. Gary likes it a lot.
Might think about keeping this one or buying one.
All righty, well, that's it. So you think it works?
Yes.
For Does It Work? I'm Rachel Ackbarth.
Hunter, are you using a ball of aluminum foil to fix your grill there?
What's my dude doing there? He's using a ball of aluminum foil. Maybe it gets in there a little bit better, but I've got a grill brush. And what they said at the very beginning, which is very concerning, is the wires can actually fall off and go into like your burger, and like you can choke on the wires of the. So I've heard it happen before. It's never happened to me. But definitely a concerning thing. So if this does that without the wires falling off, and looks like it does a pretty darn good job actually.
That'd be huge. That gentleman too. Where Hunter and I were joking during the story that anytime you see a guy in a polo like that, you know he's probably pretty good on the grill.
Oh, he's a master. Yeah, he's flipping things left and right.
Probably got the apron too, ready to go. Well, we all had a favorite childhood toy, and a girl from Wisconsin has been reunited with her beloved friend with the help of a Texas community. Kim Ledholm shares the real-life toy story.
Howdy, partner.
Giatello's favorite sidekick is pretty well known.
My name's Sheriff Woody.
And as her family would tell you, she takes him everywhere.
We literally took him to Yellowstone, he went to Mount Rainier, he went to the Black Beach, Sand Beach in California, he went everywhere.
But somewhere along the trip,
I couldn't find him.
Woody got lost.
I reached out to local businesses. I reached out to news companies.
So Gia's mom, Shauna, went online asking for help.
We came home, and at that point, through the power of social media, our posts got shared so many times.
That's where the San Marcos Visitor Center in Texas comes in.
Our neighbors at the San Marcos Discovery Center had seen Woody on his little solo adventure, because he wanted to extend his vacation.
And with their help, Woody went on an adventure all by himself.
They took him inside, got him out of the Texas heat for a little bit, let him relax, recover. And then once he was rested and ready to go on another adventure, the Visit San Marcos team took him and showed him around San Marcos,
stopping by the river and exploring downtown before making his way back home.
To know that this kid was coming from a different state, and having a true vacation experience, and that, San Marcos got to be a part of her story. And that's really cool for everyone.
Thanks. I try to stay active.
There was some humor you had to find in it, going, really? I experienced my own little Toy Story adventure.
But even more than that,
I wanted to make sure that she got it back.
She has a daughter excited to be back with her favorite toy.
So as a mom, you always want to just see them happy. It's just something she really loves.
You got a friend in me.
And she has some friends in San Marcos, too.
Oh, that's so sweet. Good on the Texas community for reuniting Woody with his owner.
Yeah, he just wanted to travel the country and kind of see a couple of different things. Who doesn't want to see that,
Just wanted to stay in San Marcos a little longer.
Yeah, nice community over there.
Did you have a favorite toy as a child?
Oh my gosh, I had a bunch. I definitely, with my whole school bus thing, I love driving school buses.
Yeah.
Always had a ton of trucks with trailers, and I'd pretend they were
Wow.
school buses going up to the school.
Cool.
I'd build schools out of Legos and things like that. But
Oh, fun.
what about you?
I don't know. I think I used to have Sully, from Monsters Inc.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to have him as a stuffed animal. I think he also gave me nightmares, so kind of a weird connection there.
Not good. The pros and the cons there, but
Yeah.
he's a scary monster.
No, he is.
Monsters Inc.
But also friendly.
Yes, very
So,
friendly.
Tough balance.
Yep.
You take one with the other. Well, here's a story you don't want to miss. A real-life survivor has now become a real-life superhero with superpowers to help kids in the fight against the flu. Meet Caden Stevenson, a.k.a. Caden Blaze. Now, Caden was just 7 years old when he sadly lost both of his legs due to complications from the flu, but now at 10 years old, he is using his superpowers to save other kids from going through what he had to go through. Now, as you can see here, Caden stars in the new comic book, Caden Blaze Fights the Flu Bug.
Wow, he was really laying the smackdown on those flu germs.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Get him, Caden.
Yeah, what a superhero.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
cool.
Very good on you. Shout out to the school there in Michigan, too, for having him. Well, hey, coming up after the break, some great hockey news. We'll see you in a bit here on Northern Life.
Welcome back, folks. A big milestone for a fit senior citizen. The 74-year-old runner from Iowa completed his 100th marathon over this past weekend.
Wow.
Down at the Quad Cities Marathon, Mike Oliver said he wanted to accomplish something fairly unusual. And just last year, he reached another goal of his, and that was running a marathon in all 50 states and Washington, D.C. That is quite the accomplishment for quite an older gentleman right
Yeah,
there.
74 years old, man. Either running 100 marathons or going back to school. Folks in their 70s really showing up for us here on Northern Life.
It's never too late. Keep on doing what you want to do, and
Yeah.
you can accomplish anything.
Yeah, keep it going. Also, I believe today the registration opens for Grandma's Marathon,
Ooh.
October 1st. So be sure to 7 p.m. Our director Shania is ready to go.
Okay, what's your plan with that?
Mary's still asking if I'm going to do the full.
Mm-hmm.
I have not run in a long time, so I might do the half.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you've done the half before.
Yeah, but 10 years ago.
Yes, that
9
was a
years ago.
long time. Okay, have you ran? When was the last time you ran?
That has also been a very long time. I'm more of a fan. We take evening walks together, which is awesome, but the whole running thing, I just have to get over the mental hurdle of it, I
Yes,
think. Yeah.
it's a lot of it is mental,
Yeah.
and some physical. I mean, come on, let's face it. But
Well, it takes training.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it does. So I hope you do it, man.
I'm sure Mike Oliver there, the Iowa man, started somewhere.
Yes.
So it's time for me to start somewhere.
There you go. You
Yeah.
could be 75 and running marathons yourself.
There we go. Well, hey, sign up at 7 p.m. tonight. Well, in Minnesota, a story of hope and determination in the face of tough medical odds.
That's true. A teenage hockey player who suffered a devastating injury is fighting to get back to the game he loves.
Ashley Grams has this story.
Grand Casino Arena at the start of another Minnesota Wild season. One fan got a special welcome back to the state of hockey.
It feels amazing.
Jackson Drum, an 18-year-old from Alexandria, Minnesota, spent 9 months away from the rink after a life-changing spinal cord injury.
He broke his C1 and C2, which is at the top of your spinal cord.
Jackson's mom, Erica, has been right by his side ever since he was injured on the ice during a hockey game in Canada.
He wasn't supposed to have any movement or be able to breathe or drink or anything. Like, his chances are like 1 in like a trillion. Like, you could not even measure like the chance of him moving anything.
Jackson wouldn't accept that.
I just believed in myself. I believed in God.
Day after day, he worked to get off a ventilator, doing therapy.
8 months, I think. I was at Shepherd Center for 8 months.
And of course, getting back to hockey as soon as he could.
So unexpected that it's just like a miracle.
After months of rehab at a center in Atlanta, Jackson is back home.
No time wasted. My coach came with me.
Back to the rink to see a team he loves so much.
It felt amazing to be back with my team. All their faces, all the new faces too. They just were so happy to see me. It filled my heart with joy.
And that joy is something he wants to share.
I'm starting to be able to walk a little bit, and I really wanted to show that there's hope for anyone with a spinal cord injury.
Oh, you'd love to see that. Great story there.
Seriously, I think that there's an underlying theme in this show, and that's determination. You know, whatever you can set your mind to, you can do it. Don't let people tell you what you can't do.
Yeah, good on him. Hey, staying with the Wild there at, what is it called, Grand Casino Arena.
Yep.
Yeah, they Wild there, signing Kirill Kaprizov to the richest contract in NHL history. $136 million over 8 years, just like me and Hunter making here.
Yeah. Maybe combined over a lifetime. I don't know.
It's the highest annual salary of any player since the league's salary cap era began in 2005.
Must be nice. That's a lot of money right there, but good for him.
Doing all right.
Yes.
Doing all right. Kirill the Thrill.
Yep.
Stick around. We got some great stories after the break. Before we go today, Six Flags down in Texas building a massive new roller coaster. You interested, Hunter?
I love roller coasters, yes.
How about this one? Tormenta Rampaging Run will set 6 new world records. As you can tell, 309 feet. It also plunges at a 95-degree drop. I was pretty amazed by that.
Yeah.
Designers saying the coaster meant to replicate the thrill of the running of the bulls. Coaster set to open sometime next year.
Do you like all kinds of roller coasters? Doesn't matter what it is?
Not that one.
Not that one? I would totally ride that. It's so weird because airplanes I hate, but that kind of stuff, absolutely awesome.
It's one thing to go down at a 90-degree angle, but to go even further at a 95-degree angle would be quite the scene.
Just that air in your face.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Before we say goodbye here today, the world has now said so long for AOL's dial-up service. You may remember the 1990s, the familiar, unmistakable sound of the dial-up connection. That was the signature tone of getting online back then, but as of 2023, only about 1% of households were using only dial-up for internet service. You remember that, Ryan?
I do. I loved that sound so much.
Yes.
It meant like, okay, we're getting ready. And nowadays, if you had to use AOL, you know, sadly can't anymore, but you go, what's taking it so long?
Yes.
I want to be online already.
Everything's so instant these days.
Yeah,
so,
we're lucky.
Yep, definitely. Listen, we love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow here.
We hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.